Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Comics issue number 10, Read and Explained, or Comics with Killshot. So before we get started, let me make a public service announcement. I understand The Walking Dead is a graphic novel and there are some very suggestive situations and some very sexual themes. I'm not going to avoid those altogether. However, in respect to all of my audience, even my younger audience members, I'm not going to zoom in and really dwell on that and make it some lewd commentary. So hopefully we strike a good balance. If you guys like what we're doing so far, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below. And let's talk about issue number 9. Issue number 9, Carl got shot. That's all you need to know. So I'm sure issue number 10, right here, right now, we're going to get a little bit of definition and find out Carl's fate. So here we go. This is from July 2004. We are moving right along. And the very first scene, you can see we got Tyrese and Rick. Rick, stop. Don't do it. He's still breathing. Carl's not dead. He's alive. He's alive. Rick is ready to kill the guy that shot Carl, and then he finds out that Carl's still alive. So a little bit of back and forth here. He's breathing. What do? We got to stop the bleeding. So it really is, what do we do? What do we do? You can definitely see they are panicking. And this guy finally speaks up. He says, I live on the farm. There's a guy who owns the place. His son got shot in the foot. He was able to take the bullet out. And you think he could help my son. So Rick actually calms down a little bit, and now he's worried about Carl. He ain't a doctor, but I think he'll know what to do. It's about a mile away. All right, so let's see what they got in store here. So less than a mile away, we can do that. Let's get Carl rolled over. Let's see, I'm going back to the farm. You go back to the RV. Let everybody know what happened. It's less than a mile away. Should be pretty easy to find. So the guy goes on to say, yeah, it's over yonder. 64, you'll snake around. Real easy to find. Come on, let's go. So Rick is following with Carl. Tyrese, he tells Tyrese, tell Lori there's nothing to worry about. Tell him what happened. And there you can see Tyrese actually running up the hill. Lori sees him. Tyrese! We heard the shot. Did you guys get something? Is everything okay? Where are they? What happened? Look at her eyes. She knows something's going on. Tyrese doesn't really know how to respond to it, but some guy thought we were zombies. He shot us. Carl was hit, but he's okay. Rick, taking Carl to this guy's farm so he can be looked at. Where are they? Where? So they're loading up and they're hitting the road. So they're on the way to the farm. And here is the farm, and from the television show, you guys know whose farm it is. This is going to be Herschel. Real interesting comment. When we watch a TV show, we're used to hearing people say it didn't happen like that in the comics, and now we're doing the comic book readings. One person replied the other day, well, we're doing the comics, but it doesn't happen like that in the TV show. So a nice role reversal there. All right, moving on to the story. Where's your pa? He's at the house. What's going on, Otis? So we know this is Otis that just shot Carl. Who is that? No time for that right now. What happened? Who is this? What's going on? So now we finally get to see Herschel, boy's been shot. We need you to give him a look. Let's get him inside. Where's he been shot? How bad is it? So here we can see, help me get his shirt off, run the fire over, sterilize it, give me a bottle of alcohol. And they're working on Carl. And then we hear, Rick, where is he? Where is Carl? Is he okay? So Lori and crew are fast along. Is that a dove? Oh, it's a chicken. Sorry. I thought it was a dove. Like, is Carl okay? All right. Yeah, here, this guy's working on him, seems to know what he's doing. I think he stopped the bleeding. Oh, Rick, what are we going to do? I don't know, Lori. I just don't know. There's Glenn. He might be taking a peek around looking for Herschel's daughter, Maggie. A little foreshadowing there. I got him patched up. I pulled the bullet out. I stopped the bleeding. He's real lucky. He's lodged in his shoulder. If the bullet had been a little more determined, would have went into his lung. I would not have been able to do anything. He's okay, but he's out. Thanks, mister. Name's Herschel Green. Don't thank me just yet. You'd be better off praying. I hadn't had a prayer answered in a solid few months, so I think we're due for something. All right, here we go. So I'm Herschel. This is my farm. You guys are welcome to stay. It's got plenty of food. Now let me introduce you to the folks living here. This is Lacey, my eldest daughter. The one with the chip on his shoulder is Arnold. Kind of looks like Lacey has the chip on her shoulder. My daughter Maggie's the one holding down the chair. That's what Glenn was checking out. My youngest son Billy. And then Rachel and Susie. Susie is the one with the pigtail. So pretty big family here. So this is Otis and his girlfriend Patricia. They live up the road from here. This is a little bit safer. That's about it except for the critters. Lacey, can you take them and show them around the farm, get them acquainted? I want to make sure the boy's okay. Sure, whatever. This is our yard. And if you follow me around, I'll show you the backyard. Very nice. She's enthusiastic. Billy, Ben, and I are going to sit this one out. I'm just not up to it. They can still come. I'll keep an eye on them for sure. That's fine. We'll go with Andrew, boys. Yeah, I want to see the cows. So the boys look, they just lost their mother. So they look like they're excited to get back into something. So, good for the kids. Kind of see their way around. Here we got Rick and Lori back with Carl. He looks so peaceful, so content. Hope he's having wonderful dreams. Get a break from this madness. Yeah, if only he could sleep until all this was over. Jesus, Rick, we don't want him to be in a coma. What a terrible... Really? That's a little overreaction. That's not what I meant. I just meant I wish he didn't have to go through this. Is that so wrong? Lori, I'm so worried about him. So, wow, you can see by this, everybody is on edge. Looks like they're ready to snap at any little comment. And then they actually embrace. So a little bit of a cooler heads prevailed. I love you, Lori. Don't know what I'd do. Wouldn't be able to get through this without you. I love you too. So back to worrying about their son. So here's Tyrese walking. Otis, right? Yeah. I don't know if I called it before. My name's Tyrese. You doing okay? Yeah, I wouldn't hurt a fly. I wouldn't kill anything I wasn't going to eat. I shot that kid, and I understand why that fella Rick wanted to kill me. Ifin is a great word. I love that. So hashtag Ifin. Let's see, if I'd killed him, I think I'd have deserved it for him to kill me. We still don't know if the kid's going to live. I ain't saying what you did was right, but you can't worry yourself to death over it. What's done is done. I'm worried sick about Carl, but there's nothing you can do. Rick's been under a lot of stress. He's talking about they barely made it out of the neighborhood. He lost his friend. Then his wife's been going through a lot of stuff. Rick just snapped. Neighborhood, that must have been Wilshire. So they know exactly where this place is. Patricia and I were there, and anyone who couldn't make it went to Atlanta, decided to hole up there. That's probably not good. Let's see, the National Guard was protecting them in Atlanta. Actually, Atlanta's worse off. Really? Patricia and I were going to go there during the summer. We thought it'd be safer. So guess summer plans were just canceled because Atlanta is completely overran. Kids are having a good time. You can see, flop. Hey, kids, go play with your Aunt Carol and Sophia. Your daddy and I need to talk. Okay. So Andrea needs to talk to Alan. See what this is about. Huh? What do you want? I want to talk to you about your kids. You've got to be strong for them. I know you're pretty upset and you have every right to be, but those boys need you. You can't shut down like this. What? What the hell are you telling me? Get over it? Stop being sad? You want to throw a quit? There you go. I just lost my wife. Yeah, I'll let you guys read through this. Alan is not happy about Andrea rolling up on him trying to give him advice on how to grieve. And you know what? What? I don't know what it's like to lose someone. I just lost my sister. And you think I don't know about? So is this about, leave your comments below, is this about Andrea trying to help Alan, or Andrea actually grieving a little bit too and getting her frustration? Because there's some back and forth. Alan is actually in tears. My wife just died. Yeah? And my sister just died. And Shane died. And Jim died. And my parents are dead. So this might be a battle of who has actually lost the most. So all I can do is think about them. It's all I've done for the last days. So he's talking about thinking about his kids. I'm doing it, but I'm grieving my own way. Think about my kids growing up without their mother. I'm thinking about that, and that's tearing me apart. You don't know. You come over here and try to give me advice. You're not helping a bit. Just leave me alone. And she does. So he gets his wish. All right, back to... Oh, we got Rick and Lori taking a little nap, and Herschel walks up. Your son is awake. Oh, thank God. And what's the first thing Carl says? Where's my hat? Oh, son, I'm glad you're awake. How are you feeling, Carl? Does it still hurt? My shoulder does bad. Don't worry, son. You're going to be okay. Nobody better take my hat. Dude is all about his hat. And who comes in to save the day? Don't worry, kiddo. I was keeping it warm for you. Thanks, Tyrese. Don't mention it. I'm just glad to see you're okay. I got to say, Rick, Otis is really torn up about all this. Maybe, so Tyrese wants Rick to talk to Otis. What am I supposed to say? It's okay you shot my son? It's not okay. I can't just let it go. It was irresponsible. If he's that careless, he shouldn't be walking around with a gun. I just don't see the harm in... Somebody shot me? Who shot... Carl looks like Robin. Here, check him out. Oh, son, I'm sorry. In the woods, a man named Otis, he accidentally shot you. But don't worry, honey. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Otis helped me take you here, and his friend Herschel patched you up. We're going to be here staying, get a chance to meet some new people. I like meeting new people. All right, so we got, you mind a little company? Sophia wants to see Carl. Come on in. Lori and I were about to get something to eat. I'm sure he'd love the company. Be good, Carl. Get some rest after Sophia and Carol leave. Look at them. They're so cute together. Let's let them talk. Did it hurt? I don't know. I don't remember. But I bet I'm going to have a big scar. Cool. Scars are sexy. Sexy? You don't even know what that means. Neither do you. So I'm not the one that tried to say it. I think it's the grown-up word for pretty. Well, scars aren't pretty. I'm glad you're okay. Smack. Ew, gross. Carl gets his first action with a kiss on the cheek. From what I've heard about the comics, it gets a lot more than that later on. Lori, what can I do for you, Dale? Okay, so we just had the Andrea Allen drama, and now it looks like we might get some Dale Lori drama. I'm going to talk to you, and you're going to listen. I'm an old man. I'm too old for arguments, so I want you to know that I don't want this to become an argument. What I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and then we're done. Rick is the backbone of this group. He's the one stable thing we've all got. He knows, and that's why when he's scared, you can tell. You know he's scared, but he ain't showing it. We need that. We need him. I don't know what you did with Shane. I don't know what you did to put ideas in his head, but if that baby's Shane's, and it's not Rick's, I'm begging you, take it to your grave. It'll kill him. It'll be the last thing to make him crack. I'm not accusing you of anything, so don't defend yourself. I just wanted to say my piece. I think they're done with dinner. Let's go eat. So Dale basically rolls up and tells her to keep it to herself, and Lori looks like she's taking it to heart, right? So let's hope she does and doesn't make Rick break. All right, so we got people at the dinner table. I'm impressed, Herschel, I got to say. Really quite some setup you got here. I'm going to take Carl a plate before the food's all gone. See, I know how you feel when we first ran into... Oh, we're talking about Tyrese with the canned goods. Got to say, pal, this guy's a little bit more impressed at this rate. The next guy I run into is going to have a 4-star restaurant. So Tyrese got the canned goods, and he gets like a full table, and he says it's going to be an upgrade from there. And we got something going on here with Glenn. What is going on? Let's see. Glenn, right? So why are you staring at that black guy's girlfriend all the time? You didn't take your eyes off her all through dinner, huh? I saw you looking at her. What's up with that? Well, before Tyrese came, I guess I had my eye on Carol. She's a bit older than me, but I liked her. I guess I'm just a little pissed I never made my move. Yeah, guess she's pretty. Let's see, that's not it. I mean, she is pretty, but I don't know. Everyone around me is pairing off, and so many women, there's only so many women to go around. On top of all that, I just don't want to end up alone, too. I mean, I want to have sex at least a couple more times before I die. Jesus, I don't even know you. I'm sorry, didn't mean to. I'll do you. What? If that's all you're after, I will do you. What? My boyfriend's gone, probably dead, and to be honest, he was a jerk. Anyway, you're the first guy I've seen in months that's not related to me or that Otis idiot. It's like you said, choices aren't very broad. Got to be proactive or we're all going to end up alone. It does make sense. So let's do it. You want to do that? Sure. Very, like I said, I'm not going to dwell too much on that, but that is the storyline. You can go back through the pains if you want to dwell on those particular scenes. A pretty monumental moment, though. We remember the show was a little bit different. Okay, guys, we need to talk. Dad, don't dad me, young lady. This isn't going to go right under my nose. I just don't have time to put up with this. I don't have time to worry about you two fooling around all the time. Okay, so a theme that I see here, right? You've got drama with Andrew and Alan, drama with Dale and also with Lori, and then you've got the sex scenes with Glenn and Maggie, and now the kids. So here we go. You want to end up pregnant? Do you not see how dangerous this would be? This isn't a game. I know you two think you're in love, but you're young. Just keep your hands to yourself. See, I told you we needed to go ahead and do it. I wanted to be together with you for the rest of eternity. I don't want your father to stand in the way of that. I know. Fine, but I don't want to wait. So nothing happened with them. Very interesting. I think the last scene, we thought something happened with them up in the room, but nothing. So still innocent, I guess, in the zombie apocalypse. All right, we got a little bit of a scene here between, looks like Rick and Herschel. My dad owned this place. I grew up on the farm. Never liked it. Wanted to be a veterinarian. After my wife died, my practice fell apart. And I did was work on animals. I couldn't do much of anything without her. Sorry to hear about that. Was it long ago? She passed on almost 6 years ago. My father was dying. Seemed like the right thing to do. I've been at it for 5 years now. It's honest work. I can see my dad loved it, so there's nothing quite like living off the land, providing for yourself. Certainly come in handy in the light of current events. That's for sure. You got a nice stable setup here. And let's see. You're welcome to enjoy it while Carl heals. I'd recommend staying here. That time wouldn't be good for him to be out in the elements. We don't have much room, so you'd have to sleep in the RV, but we got plenty of food during the day. You don't have to worry about being safe. What about your barn? Do you think we could move into that place? Most of us are pretty sick of cramming in the RV. The barn, you don't want to go in there, trust me. That's where we keep our dead ones. And that is it. So we're going to leave it with the barn. And you can see the look on Rick's face. I'll go ahead and zoom in on that. So we know there's the dead ones, but we don't know who all is dead, how many are dead, and what's going on. So I'm sure when we get into issue number 11, we're going to have a little bit more clarity of what's going on. And you guys remember from the TV show, Shane was still alive at this point, and then when people started coming out of the barn, that's when Shane started gunning them down. Thanks everyone for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys want to see issue number 11, and if so, enjoy the reading. My name's Killshot. Peace.